Back hurricanes ravaged the Tampa Bay area, and a lot of progress has been made. But for many families, the road to recovery has been rough, and there's still a long way to go.
10 Tampa Bay News reporter Kristen Barbarisi takes you to one home in the Shore Acres neighborhood in St. Pete, where a single mom and Navy veteran is still fighting to get back to normal.
Swim practice is over. Homework is done.
All right, 4.
Now it's family game night. It's ordinary.
Let's start.
But when the Browning family looks back at life a year ago,
Oh, Lord.
ordinary feels pretty good.
See, they're just full of water.
Oh, I was horrified. Absolutely horrified.
It smells so bad. That's full of water, too.
I never knew that water could do this much damage.
But back to normal,
You got holes in the floor.
they're not there yet.
Like, this was the dining room. This was the living room.
In fact, they live life entirely on the second floor.
My room is the bedroom, the kitchen, the office workspace.
That's right, the kitchen right next to Carol Ann's bed.
We make eggs here.
When Helene hit, the Brownings evacuated and came home to this.
Everything was off the floor when we left.
You can see they had to rip out the stair stuff. The water came up to about right here.
Everything on the first floor destroyed. Memories washed away.
The thing that really hurt was the kids' photo albums, the baby blankets, the things that I had stored down on the first floor.
At first, the family tried a rental, but it meant uprooting the kids and a new school. So after 6 months, they came back here to what's left.
I wanted them to get back to some sort of normalcy and some sort of support system.
Rebuilding isn't simple. The Browning home was declared substantially damaged, triggering FEMA's 50% rule.
You cannot do any repairs. You can't put a kitchen in your home. You can't put a laundry room in your home. You're really not supposed to do anything in the home that would make it livable until the home is lifted.
She managed to get a permit for partial drywall, flooring, and stairs, just enough to safely get to the second floor. But lifting the house, that will take hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I have a pretty strong, firm belief in God, and I just leaned on that. I was like, okay, I just need to get through this.
Relief seemed in sight when she applied to Elevate Florida, the $400 million fund set up to lift about 2,000 homes statewide. More than 12,000 families applied. Carol Ann met all the requirements.
So I had all of those checks in the box. So I was pretty excited. I was like, I should absolutely qualify for this Elevate grant.
She got a permit from the city. Structural engineers said yes, but the state sent its own engineers and said no.
So to have the city of St. Pete give me a permit, to have structural engineers tell me from both the lifting company and the one I had hired in the city say, yes, your house is safe to lift. And then to have the state then turn around and from these engineers that are from out of state say, no, you're not safe to lift. That was I felt like I'd been punched in the stomach.
You know what?
Kevin Baddorf, president of the Shore Acres Civic Association, says homes just like Carol Ann's have been safely lifted, something he pointed out to officials with Elevate Florida. And he adds, in Shore Acres alone, more than 480 families applied for the program, but only about a fourth are expected to be approved.
We're going to fight for additional money to come in. It's not rich people asking for a handout. These are working class people that are put in a position that they can't afford to be in.
Nationwide, a Congressional Budget Office report found lifting homes is 2.5 times more cost-effective than paying repeat damage claims. In Shore Acres, it's 6 times more cost-effective.
At some point, FEMA has to realize that it's more advantageous to help lift a house out of harm's way than to continue paying those claims.
For Carol Ann, lifting her home will cost about $400,000.
I've had cancer. I've had stage 3 cancer. I've been to war in Iraq. I've done hard things in my life, but this was really hard because a lot of it was on me.
She got a loan and picks up extra shifts at work. The goal is to save up the deposit by next summer.
Oh, she's working extremely hard. Way too hard.
All right, let me turn the light on.
And while Carol Ann's room holds the contents of an entire house, the kids' rooms are just that.
I tried to make their bedrooms look like they would have been had this never happened.
It's like my little reading nook.
Down the road, Carol Ann and the kids know these life lessons will make them better, stronger.
I just hope that they can learn you can work hard and eventually make your goal. It may take longer than you were originally aiming for, but eventually you will, you'll get to the finish line. Just don't give up.
For now, normal looks like Monopoly, on the floor, upstairs.
Go there.
But they're together,
Adventure.
taking it day by day
Here.
and holding out hope that someday they'll be rolling a little higher.
I'm buying that.
Reporting in St. Petersburg, Kristen Barbarisi, 10 Tampa Bay News.